we are not necessarily concerned with anything or anyone else besides our own goals, desires, actualization, ambitions, succession of aims, intentions, and once we achieve greater education or higher degrees into our lives, once we finally become highly educated and greatly qualified, and also come into contact with all the possessions, wealth, riches, accessibility, pleasures, distractions, opportunities, privileges, advantages in our lives, either because of external connections, outside accessibility, infiltration, or on the basis of our own privilege, inheritance, or in any ways, once we inherit and possess all the powers, privilege, opportunity, and privilege in the world, then we somehow, somewhere not only give in to our own repressed content and shadow material in the form of lust, desire, vanity, pride, arrogance, temptation, but we also become victims of all which we fail to control and minimize and moderate and discipline ourselves because we don't have temperance, modesty, moderation, control, perseverance, temperance in ourselves anymore. And we also, in the pursuit of all these futilities and externalities, compromise our freedom to the external constructs and become slaves, prisoners, and victims to all the external systems, outside enterprises, societal conditions, dictates, and public tyrannies and organizations in one or another because we are not successful internally, because we are not free, sovereign, independent inwardly, and because of this lack or absence of inward power, intrinsic talent, overcoming, conquest, sovereignty, and so on and so forth, will be very easily controlled, conditioned, subjugated to be a certain way beyond which we cannot go, or we will not be tolerated to break those barriers by certain enterprises, organizations, industries inside of the societies of the countries of the world in one or another. That is the thing we don't understand. And we have to think about the other people also. We just cannot always be concerned with our own success, the actualization of only our own ambitions, aims, ends, or with being successful, professional, wealthy. Because when we constantly think about ourselves, then we betray not only ourselves, but we also literally cheat the other people in the society that are poor, to whom we are obliged to do something, either with our knowledge, education, or with our privileged, opportune positions in one or another. That is what we have to understand. It's not the blame of the poor people. It's not that the poor people are poor because of themselves, but they have been kept and conditioned to be poor. They are deprived willingly, intentionally of all